Well, Merry Christmas. Time for the Rat's Net Christmas
This
Day.
is KB2 OYI, called the Richmond Amateur Telecommunications Society Net, calling the Christmas night, Wednesday night, Rat's Net. I want to first wish everyone a Merry Christmas and welcome you all to the Rat's Net, which we do on Wednesday nights, 7 p.m. on the great 442.550 repeater. And this repeater still uses a positive offset and a PL tone 74.4. My name is Rob, Romeo Oscar Bravo, and the call sign is Kilo Bravo 2, Oscar Yankee India, that is KB2 OYI. And not only will I be your net control operator for this evening's net, but you're going to get 2 NCOs for the price of 1, because live here in the shack is also our good friend Wayne, K9WVU. So in a little bit I will hand him the mic and we'll pretend we're at field day, and I'll just log for him and hang out in the background. All right, folks, before we get started, we just want to check if there's any stations on frequency having any emergency or priority traffic. If so, please call now. Nothing heard. But if at any time anyone does have any emergency traffic, just please call break, and the net will yield for your traffic. Once again, we meet here on Wednesday nights, and regardless if it's a holiday or not. We encourage check-ins regardless of your location, affiliation, or your license class. All properly licensed amateurs are always invited to participate. And the purpose of this net is for local amateur radio fellowship, for us to come together and hang out on Wednesday nights and mention any happenings in the local amateur radio community, Rats Club specific. And of course, if anyone ever has any questions, we at a minimum try to get you steered in the right direction for those answers, because you never know what you're going to get from us. All right, folks, I'm going to turn it over to Wayne now, and we're going to get things going.
This is K9WVU. My name is Wayne, Whiskey Alpha Yankee November Echo. And Rob has asked me, as I'm visiting here in his shack on Christmas night, to do the net and say hello to all you. And that's the first thing I want to do, is wish everybody a Merry Christmas, and I hope Santa Claus was very good to you. Break. So let's see how many of us are by our radios tonight, and not by the Christmas tree, or maybe you're by your radio and the Christmas tree. It all depends on where you put things. But let's go ahead, as we normally do. We'll start with mobiles and portables. Mobile and portable stations for the Rat's Net. Please call now.
Here is November 0, Oscar Echo Papa, N0 OEP. Sean and mobile in and out listening. Merry Christmas.
Hey, any other mobiles and portables? Now is your chance to join the world famous Rat's Net Christmas edition. Please come now.
KI4 RFU in and out. Wishing everybody a Merry Christmas.
Okay, well, we've got 2 in the mobile and portables. N0, is that a C or an O, Ron? Oscar Echo Papa. I would have said Y, see? His handwriting's worse than mine. And KI4RFU. And we wish a Merry Christmas to both those gentlemen. So let's open it up now for general check-ins. Anybody, anywhere, wanting to check into the Rat's Net? Come now.
Net control. 4 Bravo Kilo Tango, K4 BKT, Rick in Nottoway County, north of Blackstone, Virginia. I will check in and stay for comments, over.
This is Kilo Oscar 4, Uniform Oscar Romeo. Is Kilo 4, Echo, X-ray, X-ray. K4E double X, Don in Chester.
Is November 4, Victor Alpha, KN4VA, Michael. Okay, we appreciate hearing from K4BKT, KO4UOR, K4EXX, and KN4VA. Let's make the list a little bit longer if there's anybody else out there. Please call into the RatsNet now.
Is Kilo Quebec 4, Mike Echo Foxtrot, Mark.
Did they change net controls while I was gone?
This is Whiskey 4, Romeo Tango Hotel Vibe, in and out.
What? Net control, this is. William, Kilo 4, Alpha, Romeo, X-ray.
Okay, we're happy to add and say hello to KQ4MEF, Mark, K4RTH, Bob, who is in and out, thank you, Bob, and K4ARX, William. So let's go up to the top of the list now and get some comments. So, K4BKT, how are you tonight? What Santa Claus bring you? Tell us all about it.
I thought that was Rob. Huh.
Allowed my girlfriend not to go to combat. Thank goodness. Him and Trump both. And they're not going now, as far as they know. He's in a combat unit in Leonardwood, Missouri. Other than that, good health, good fellow friendship. I didn't ask for anything but to at least have a conversation with my girlfriend and my mother-in-law, and her mother. Might as well be my mother-in-law. And just to let you know, the last 3 of my call signs are the aircraft identifier from Blackstone Airport. I used to be a frequent flyer on all of the RatsNets, and I worked out of the Richmond area at the Defense Supply Center years ago as a contractor hauling trash. Every single morning it was Rick, and Dave and William and I can't remember everybody was on it. Every morning all of us were on either this repeater or the other one. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've been on here. With that, thank you very much for allowing me to check into your net. I should be a frequent flyer from now on. I'm located north of Blackstone. Let's see. I've got this radio I'm on is an Anytone AT778, and I've got it on a dual band antenna up at 30 foot, and I'm getting ready to be up at 70 foot. I've been a ham since 2000, so everybody used to know me out here for a long time. K4BKT, Blackstone, Nottoway.
K4BKT from K9WVU. Well, if you put that thing at 70 feet, you're going to blow our doors off because you're doing a wonderful job at 30 feet. And I'm happy that your girlfriend is not going to have to go. That's great news. That's a good thing to get for Christmas. And happy that everybody is doing well. We're happy to have you back here on the RatsNet. Please check in with us every week. We love talking to you. So thanks for coming. Merry Christmas and 73. Now we'll go to our friend Scott, KO4UOR. What's going on in the hill in Henrico? Scott, how you doing tonight?
I'm very well, Wayne. Thank you for calling the net tonight. Merry Christmas, everyone. Hope you've enjoyed time with family and friends. And we'll continue to through the holiday season. But let's see. Santa Claus did bring me a radio. It's a little Bofang HD. I think it's called the UV5K or K5 Pro. And still getting familiar with it, but it has 220 megahertz. So looking forward to checking that out a little bit. But yeah, very good. This is KO4UOR. Back to net control.
Okay, Scott, good to talk with you as always. It sounds like an interesting little radio. I think Rob has one of those or something similar to it. He was showing me earlier. In fact, I think some folks in the other room are listening to us. I hope we don't bore them to death, but this is what we do. We get on and talk, and if they're sound asleep, then God bless them. At least they made it for 5 minutes or so. But 73, Scott, good to talk to you. I know I'll be seeing you soon. So now we go to our friend Don, K4EXX. How's everything down in Chester, Don?
Good evening, and good evening to everybody on the net tonight. I hope everybody's had a good Christmas and a Happy New Year coming up. I'm doing real good on this end. Just been sitting around all day listening to the radio. Rob helped me program the Hanover repeater into my unit a while back, and I heard some people on it today. I heard RTH, Bob was on there, and I've been meaning to try to get somebody to call me from that repeater to see what kind of a signal I'm making. But I haven't got up enough nerve to holler at anybody yet, but I'll probably do that before long. All right, I will say good evening to everyone and send it back to the net.
K4EXX from K9WVU. Well, I'm glad to hear you had a radio day. Radio and Christmas do go together some. At least in my world, they do. They do now, Rod says. You're not a shy one on the radio, Don, so just throw your call letter out there on that frequency and see if anything comes back. I'm kind of interested to see what the footprint is, because if you can hit it, I should be able to hit it from my QTH, so that'd be interesting. I haven't tried yet. I'm very much a procrastinator when it comes to doing that kind of stuff. But it's good to talk to you tonight, as it's always good to talk to you, and we appreciate you checking in on this Christmas night. 73 to you, my friend, and now we'll go to KN4VA Michael. How's your Christmas going, Michael?
This is KN4VA Michael in the big town of Midlothian. Good afternoon, Wayne, and good afternoon, Rob. Thank you, Wayne, for running the net tonight. Merry Christmas to everybody. Just getting in the door myself for my daughters for a little bit, but it's been just a down day, good, enjoyable day just to relax and all. Santa Claus wise, I ended up with a new Yaesu FTM 150. It's the dual VFO radio, and I'm actually talking on it tonight, and I'm actually liking this radio really well. Like that dual independent VFOs for this, and can win, leak, and talk at the same time. That's pretty cool. So, but looking forward to the new year. Always look forward to the next day for sure. But with all that being said, Wayne, I'll hand it back over to you tonight. But again, Merry Christmas to everybody and Happy New Year. This is KN4VA, back to Net Control.
KN4VA from K9WVU. Yeah, I went to my daughter's place this afternoon for some Christmas too. And it was about noon. We had a little brunch that her fiance cooked, and he is a wonderful cook. Had a good time there with my family. And then I came up here to another wonderful cook. If you never had Rob make you a meal, you are missing out. Today, it was homemade Chinese, and there is no restaurant in town that could do better. Very, very, very tasty. I don't think I've ever had Chinese on Christmas before, but this was be a memorable one. Prepared by a Polish guy, he says. So, you know, there are all sorts of skills you can pick up in the world if you try. But good to talk to you, Michael. Glad to hear you had a good Christmas. Your radio is doing a wonderful job, by the way. Couldn't be better. So we appreciate it in 73. And now we're going to go down to Mark, KQ4MEF. Mark, how are you? What's going on?
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Wayne, Bob, everyone on the net. Hope everybody's having a great one. Got over to my daughter's last night and Christmas Eve there. Went over to my son's today and the afternoon over there. Just got back in. As far as Christmas, we usually buy that during the year. We pick up here and there, but I think my Christmas budget this year was the FT891. Got that back in October. So, same thing with that. Got the camping trip coming up. I'll leave out here tomorrow, head down to South Carolina, here in Merle's Inlet, State Park down there. So I'll be doing some POTA activity, camping, and looks like the weather's going to be good next week. So looking forward to that. Great hearing everybody on the net tonight. Everybody has a great one. I will take my DMR radio with me, so listen out for me on Richmond Metro from Myrtle Beach. So with that, I'll go ahead and turn it back over to you, Wayne, KQ4MEF.
Okay, Mark, well, good to hear from you. You know, it's just great to hear people getting with family and being all around. I'm glad you got back in time to join us on the net here. And we just hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Merry Holiday. And you reminded me that it won't be long until Winter Field Day is upon us. And we're going to be back out, as I understand it, unless things have changed and I haven't heard about it. And that happens sometimes. Well, I'm told it's on the website, so it must be true if it's on the internet. Registration and everything, Pocahontas State Park. So go to rats.net, just scroll down a little bit, and you'll see where you can click and register. And that's always helpful because we'd like to have a good idea how many people are coming so we can lay in some food and everything. But it's going to be at Pocahontas at the same set of cabins I think we've used a couple of times. So mark that down on your calendar. If you want to stay all night, you can. You won't have to sleep outside. In fact, you won't have to be outside much at all if you don't want to. So 73 to you, Mark. And we hope that you have a good camping trip. I hope it's not too cold for you. It's a little too cold for me to go camping, but I don't, you know, I'd rather have cold than hot, let's put it that way. Okay, we're going to go down the list now to W4RTH, who's in and out, and we thank you for checking in with us. And behind him is K4ARX, William. How's everything down in Chaco?
Yeah, net control. Everybody on the net, good evening. Merry Christmas. For those of you who enjoy that. And we don't have any family contacts. Don't know where the kids are. Don't know what they're up to. They don't call, write, and stuff like that. So it's just us two. Better Half's taking her nap. She's well fed and comfortable, and I'm the same. Just came to participate in the net, see what was going on. It's been a little active on the radio today. So again, typical day. Got the laundry and dishes done, and the meals and whatnot, and that's about it. Back over to you, K4ARX. Oh.
Okay, William, well, thank you for checking in. We appreciate it. I'm glad that you've got all the chores taken care of there and everybody is well fed and well rested. And I hope you have a good tomorrow. So we appreciate talking with you. As I said, you are, well, I may not have said, you are at the bottom of the list, so we'll say 73 to you, and we'll see if anybody else is out there that would like to check into the Rat's Net. Please come
I
now.
feel much better. How do you follow up that? Did I just ruin the net?
Echo 4, Golf India Victor, Jim, in North Chesterfield.
Maybe not.
Okay, KE4GIV Jim. How's everything in North Chesterfield? I haven't been back to Midlothian today since about noon, so I hope it's still there. But tell us all about it.
It was a nice day here. Warmed up a little more than I thought it would. It wasn't too bad. Made me some chicken vegetable soup in the slow cooker today, so that was good. That was my Christmas dinner, and will be for several days to come. But that was nice. Christmas was good to me. I did get a diamond 10-element Yagi for 2 meters. It'll be maybe the springtime before I get it put up, but I think that'll help with my 2-meter issues with my antenna. But that was a good Christmas. So I was real happy with that. And that's about it. It was a nice day. So we'll turn it back to you. Say Merry Christmas to everybody. And 7-3 KE4GIV.
KE4GIV, K9WVU. You know what? I have a crock pot full of soup going that I put on before I left today, too, and it is chicken vegetable. So mine should be about done, and I'll get back there in a little bit. Probably won't eat any. I'm full of Chinese food right now, but put it in the refrigerator, and it'll be there for me in the morning. And I hope your Yagi works real well with you. I was on the 8.8 over the weekend, and the 8.8 was doing a wonderful job. I was really happy to see that. We had the C4 FM net on the 8.8, as we do now. And lots of people were coming in on the Rats machine, and everybody was sounding wonderful. So it's always nice to have the technology, right there nailing it. And I appreciate those who make that happen. So Merry Christmas to you, Jim, and 73. Okay, we're going to give one more call. If anybody else would like to join us on the Rats Net, please come now.
BKT with the recheck.
Go ahead.
Thank you. One thing for Christmas from a friend. A VTech VF F8 HP Pro tri-band radio. Handheld. I carry it with me when I go to MCV for my doctor visits and my specialist. A couple of specialists that I've got up there. I get on the 220, what is it, the 224.42 and the 5.2 repeaters every so often. when I can hit them. I don't have anything from here. I plan on getting me a what is that radio? A TYT 9000 and set it up as a single band radio. I have one question. Will there ever be another Frostfest?
Okay, well, I am not the Frostfest authority, but I can tell you from what I know, and this is just what I know, is there are no plans to hold one at this point. It takes a lot of people doing a lot of work, and we just haven't, we haven't got to the point where we have what we need to do another one. So that's not a never, but that's a right now answer. So I hope that's sufficient.
It used to be like a little mini Frostfest, whatever they call it, at one of the churches over there in Richmond, or Henrico, that I used to go to, and I can't think of where it was at now. I always used to be looking for used equipment, and I've been a ham since 2000, and like I said, I used to be a member of the Rat Club for a few years. Now belong to the radio clubs down in the South Hill, the Elkhars and the Charlotte County Amateur Radio Club. Kind of hang down that way. It's interesting because I just got to the point I could get back on this repeater. I still can't hit the UHF repeater, the Rats. I can hit the UHF, but I can't hit the VHF. When I put this thing up, the GP9 up, it's going to be at the total of the 70-foot level. I should be able to hit it fairly well, but a whole lot of my fact and history I can hit. That's about it. I hit and miss. That's the way it goes. I don't get a chance to go to many of those Frostfests and all that. And I finally got rid of some old radio equipment, some old Linkos. 4 of those things, two DX70 THs and 2 DR605 TQs I gave to a friend of mine, and he appreciated it to the point where he gave me this radio that I'm on now. Most of my equipment's old, but I was from the era of what was John NB4B, and that was just among others that I used to talk to all the time on this one and the MRA repeater. Anyways, thank you very much for allowing me into your net. This is Kilo 4 Bravo, Kilo Tango, the voice of Nottoway County, Virginia, north of Blackstone, Fox Mike 17 Alpha Delta.
Okay, well, thank you for joining us again. I will tell you that there are tailgate festivals twice a year. They were held at the old Scottish Rite Temple, and now they're held at a church not far from there. I can't remember the name. Do you remember the name, Rob, of the church? Dumbarton Road. Yeah, it's on Dumbarton Road, but I couldn't tell you the name. Well, go to 50215.net. It's put on by the 6 Meter Group here in Central Virginia, and I think it's in September and maybe April, but you can see when the next one's coming up, and that may be something you're interested in doing. So we thank you for the recheck, and we're going to ask one more time if anybody else would like to join the Rat's Net. Please come now. Okay, well, that looks like it's it for the Christmas edition of the Rat's Net. We had 12 people tonight, counting Rob and myself, and that's not bad. We appreciate it very much. And like I say, we hope you have a good holiday, had a good Christmas, and have a good New Year. So we're going to turn the repeater back over to normal amateur use if we can find any normal amateurs around here. But it's always a pleasure talking to you. I'm going to say 73 and hand the mic back to Rob. So Merry Christmas, and here is our friend KB2 OII.
OII will go ahead and sign off from the net, and hope to hear you all down the line. I'm on Christmas vacation, so you'll probably hear me on the radio in the next several days, hopefully quite often. So, all right, everybody, it's time for dessert here, so that means we'll be signing off. KB2 OII saying 7-3 and Merry Christmas.
Well, at least they were honest. Merry Christmas, everybody. That's it.